In this video, I will show you how to get a .fbx model file converted into a .vrm file for use as an avatar in Synth Riders. For this, you will need three things. A copy of Unity. I am using 2017.4.28 F1. If it doesn't work with your current version of Unity, try installing the one that I'm using. I will leave a link to the install file in the description below. The second thing you will need is univrm.unity package. Unity VRM will allow you to export FBX models into .vrm files. .vrm is the file required by Synth Riders to function. And lastly, you will need your actual avatar file, or .fbx file. You can find these all over the internet, or if you've made one yourself, we can use that too. Most VR chat models will work with this, as they are set up to be used as avatars in VR chat. Go ahead and create a new Unity project by clicking New, and then naming the project something memorable. You can do multiple avatars in one project. Just save them as separate scenes. For the project, I will name this Synth Riders AVTRS. Leave the template as 3D and put it in preferably an empty Unity folder. And click Create Project. This will take a little bit of time, so do as the window says and hold on. Once Unity finishes generating your project file, you will need to import the univrm asset package. So, in your Unity folder, that's where I placed my univrm package, drag this package into the assets window underneath the 3D view. It will begin preparing the package. You will get a window with a whole bunch of checkboxes and a whole bunch of different things that make this work. Click all about 6 times to make sure you've selected absolutely everything, and click Import. Now that your VRM package is imported, you will have a new tab up here on the top of your window that says VRM. It has 3 different drop downs in it. You'll only need one of these for later. Next, you will want to import your FBX package, or model. To do this, just drag your FBX into the Assets window, like you did with the Unity package. You'll notice a little model preview comes up. This isn't going to show you how to fix the textures, but if you have a simple error like me where you know the FBX has textures embedded, drag the model into this tree over here on the left. It will now show up in the 3D view. Right-click the 3D view and use WASD to get a better look at your model. This one is supposed to have textures, but it looks like he's a bit colorless right now. If you have this problem, click Select and navigate to the Materials tab right here. Click Use Embedded Materials and then click Extract Textures. Just go ahead and click Select Folder to extract them here. Don't worry, this shouldn't add a whole bunch of files into like your downloads or anything, just into your Unity project folder. Hooray! We have a fat Yoshi. Good. Next, you will need to set up his bones. To do this, click Select, go to Rig, and then click Generic under Animation Type and set it to Humanoid. Make sure this says Create from this model and click Apply. This will generate a rig for use in Unity. Once it's done, there will be a checkbox next to Configure. Click Configure. If it asks you to save, go ahead and save this as a new scene. Just name it something like Bow Tie or Avatar or whatever you feel like using. Again, use your right click and zoom in until you have a better view of your avatar. On the left are all of your bones. You can go through this list, or you can navigate around and click the bones where you think they need to be. Unity does a pretty good job of guessing where bones go where. On the right side, you can see your actual green humanoid figure. And in this list, you can see the different bones that are attached to what keys, or whatever you want to call these. In the body tab, we can see that we have hips matching to hips, which is correct. Spine matching to spine. These look all good, except for there's no chest. Dotted outlines are not required, but are useful for better tracking, or better rigging. This is the chest, so I will drag the chest into the chest slot. You can drag bones into where they need to go if you think they need to be changed. Same thing for the foot. Left foot, I'm going to use the bottom bone for his foot. Same for the right foot. Right foot. It looks like his body's set up properly. Let's look through the other tabs. Left hand looks alright. Same with the right hand. Okay. The neck is right. The head is right. The left and the right eye. I don't believe this game has use for eyes yet, but if your model has eye bones, you might want to put those in as well. Left eye got assigned as left cheek, so let me fix that. Left eye, right eye. The jaw got selected as the nose. This game doesn't have any mouth movement either, as far as I'm aware. So if you have a useless bone here that you need to get rid of, just highlight the bone, like here. I clicked jaw, which was automatically selected as the nose bone, and just press delete. This will unbind the bone. You can go into the Muscles and Settings tab. Make sure you apply your changes. You can go to the Muscles and Settings tab in order to test the flexibility of your model by moving these sliders underneath Preview. It looks like he moves correctly. You're not going to move like this in Synth Riders, but it works. Click Reset All and Done when you are done. Now for the finishing stretch. Your model is complete. You need to export it to a .vrm file. To do this, click the VRM tab on the top left of the window and go to UniVRM 0.0.53.0. Click Export Humanoid and make sure you have your model selected when you do. It'll say requires author. Click Settings, name it something like Fat Yoshi. Add the author, and leave these checkboxes as is. Click Export. You will need to save this .vrm file somewhere. You could just save it into your Unity folder. Name it something like 01.vrm and click Save. Once you've saved your .vrm file, 01.vrm, keep a window open with that file. Now open your Steam window and look for Synth Riders. Right-click, Properties, Local Files, click Browse Local Files. This will open up the Synth Riders Local Files area. There's a couple folders: Avatars, Custom Songs, Custom Stages. There's a folder called Avatars that you'll want to go into. By default, I believe there's 4 or 5 different .vrm files in here. When you import more avatars into this folder, they might not show up in game because as of this video, clicking left and right on the avatar scroll buttons in game does not work. So you will have to create a new folder, something like Original Avatars, and put all of the old avatars into it. In your new avatars folder, add in your VR model, your VRM model. Drag 01, which I've renamed to 02, into your avatars folder. And that's it. You should be done. Let's test it out in Synth Riders. And that's it. You're pretty much done. Now you can dance as the anime girl you've always wanted to be. It doesn't generate thumbnails as far as I'm aware for your VRM model, but you should still be able to select it in the Avatars Options menu in Synth Riders. Just calibrate your size by pointing both arms ahead of you and pulling both triggers, and it should do the rest for you automatically. Have fun dancing as your new waifu.